Hi, I'm John Greaves III, editor and publisher of the Home Gym Quarterly, the only magazine in the world that's written by and for home gym owners. Our YouTube channel is all about helping you achieve your fitness goals at home with workout tips, simple do-it-yourself projects that you can use to upgrade your home gym, and interviews with the industry professionals who serve the home gym community. But home gym owners love looking at other home gym setups, and today Rocco Walsh gives us a tour of his basement gym where he trains for powerlifting, strongman competitions, and builds general physical preparedness for Highland Games competition.
Hey everybody, this is a quick home gym tour for Rocco Walsh. We'll kind of start out right here on the left side. I've got a flat bench that currently has a broken pad. We're in flux right now, trying to figure out which bench pad to go with, but you can see that it's the one standing up. So, and then in the coming weeks, we'll find a new bench pad to purchase and then mount on this bench. Next up, I've got some free squat stands. Very versatile. Right now, probably using these mostly as a preacher curl stand. But they do have pins on them that you can move up and down, adjustable up to about waist level. Very versatile. You can do bench pressing, deadlifts, rack pulls, and then the J hooks at the top are adjustable. The slides or the poles are adjustable, all the way up to about 7 feet. So you can squat out of this really at any height. These were the precursor, or basically the first kind of implement that I had here in the home gym for all the basic, powerlifting, the main movements, bench pressing, squatting, deadlifts, and you can see the power rack behind the power. Once we made that purchase, the squat stands kind of took a not necessarily a back seat, but sort of another purpose. Kind of move over here, and a slightly organized, implement station or accessory station. I've got the blue materials, a deadlift suit that I use periodically in training to overload the deadlift. Can also squat with it too. It's basically a great overload implement. And also too for geared powerlifting. I've also got some bands there, some mini bands hanging right there at various tensions. I've also got the Captains of Crush gripper right there. That's one of the higher tensions, but helps keep your grip strong. We'll get down in here a little bit. This is the Bench Daddy, very similar to a slingshot. It's got two cuffs, or basically two bands there. One for single ply, two for double ply. Next is the Reband soft belt. I've had this for many years, a lifesaver. Great piece of equipment. I've competed with this throughout many strongman competitions. Also used it a little bit in Highland Games. Gonna back out here a little bit. Just some basic functional stuff here. Got a pair of roughly 30-pound chains, 60-pound pair, probably give or take, about a half a pound on each, but that's a 60-pound pair of chains, two chains. Foam roller, yoga pad there to kind of roll out for ab movements, floor pressing, etc. A couple of DIY blocks. Use those for deadlift variations, block pulling. Also very useful when having the kids do their plyometric stuff and jumping for their sports. We do lots of running and jumping. My kids are 10 and under, so they enjoy a lot of that movement. Right here, very inexpensive sled with my squatting, deadlifting shoes, Nike high tops. That sled was purchased on eBay, very inexpensive, but very functional. It's got the 2-inch Olympic plate adapter on there for sled pulling, either in the basement. You can put it on. Does work okay on concrete. Not the greatest. Probably the best application would be in the grass. This is my primary weight belt. Doesn't have a real logo on it, but it's made by a company called Belgian Belts, which I believe you can search out on social media. Get into the power rack here. The power rack is made by a company called CAP, Barbell, C-A-P, and they have a line called Fuel. I don't know if you can see it in bottom rack, back support rack there, but it's CAP Barbell's Fuel line. I've had this for about a year. It's been a great purchase, really. Only a couple $100, and it's been tested very well throughout this last year. Well over 500 pounds in different lifts, whether it be squat variations, full squat, box squat, rack pulls. It's been very durable. It's well rated. So a really great purchase if you need a power rack. It does come with the safety pins. You can see those on the floor, and it's got the adjustable. It comes with two pairs. It's got the small hooks that I've got right there up top, and then the safety pins which go all the way through both supports. I'll kind of get into the bands here. I use bands very frequently. Those are a huge part of my training. Made by a company that I really believe in, called Serious Steel. You can see some wear there on the band, obviously, but I've got two pair of these. I've got these are like a medium blue, and then the purple bands are a mini. Both pairs really get used every workout in some capacity. Next piece of equipment, I've got an adjustable bench, inclines up several different levels, both the back support and the seat, made by Titan Fitness. This has been a great piece too. Very versatile, used for obviously for all the benching applications, bench press variations, pressing movements. Can also do some lower body movements on it as well. You can do back extensions, hypers. We've figured out some additional movements that you can do on this as well. Get into the bars. Don't have too many. The smaller bar is toward the bottom. It's a smaller diameter bar, but it's been great. It's made by a company called Right Fitness. I think they changed their name to Right Equipment out of Alabama. Great piece of equipment. It's a great second barbell to have. The middle bar was the very first purchase for this home gym, and that's a $40-50 purchase from Plate Against Sports. Really durable. It's not a brand name barbell. It was just one that made the purchase, and it's been incredibly durable and has stood up the test of time. Safety squat bar. This was an eBay purchase, I think, for maybe like $70. Not 100% sure of the manufacturer on it, but we bought it, and it came with just the safety squat handles. So we fashioned some DIY padding out of it, and it's been a solid bar. Can't complain. And then right there in the back, leaning, have a pair of Elite FTS farmer handles. Those things have been great, and they've been great throughout the years here in the home gym, and also have traveled a little bit, being able to train with different strongman groups throughout southern Ohio and central Ohio. Getting close to finishing here. You see some various dumbbells kind of buried in the mix, but starting at roughly pairs of fives all the way up to 75s. I do have some gaps in there, some missing gaps. So the way to bridge that is I recently made a purchase of the Olympic dumbbell handles, and those are great because you can really load those up and fill in those different gaps So those are a great item to have for your home gym. This is a plate stand. I believe this plate stand was purchased again at Plate Again Sports. Very inexpensive. Roughly close to 700 pounds, I think. It's somewhere in between 650 and 700 in total plates. So more than enough for our home gym applications. And then lastly, med ball, made by an old company called MD USA, which I think is now out of business. But at one time they made some good stuff. And then a 40-pound kettlebell. So this is the indoor portion of the home gym, and then outside would have some natural stones, Atlas stones, and then all of the throwing implements for Highland Games. This is it for the video tour of home gym for Rocco Walsh.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Now it's time for you to give us a look at your home gym. Send an email to garagegymlifellc@gmail.com and we'll respond with all the information so you can submit your video and give our viewers the grand tour of the best gym in town. See you next time.